According to the website Pastebin, news of the alleged plot came from a series of emails purportedly coming from a British security consultancy called Britam Defence. Pastebin, which is an online source for hacked information, provided a series of emails, including one saying, "It's about Syria again. Qataris propose an attractive deal and swear that the idea is approved by Washington." Unquote. The email exchange published online also said that a Soviet-made chemical weapon would have to be delivered to Homs and deployed by Ukrainian operatives able to speak Russian. Numerous websites and at least one national British newspaper have now reported that the emails were discovered by a Malaysian computer hacker and posted online. When the Voice of Russia contacted Britam, the chief executive Simon Lawler had this comment.
We were hacked last Wednesday, Thursday from our email server, which is hosted on a public commercial web hosting domain, and so some of the material online is accurate. It is stuff that was taken from emails that were on that server at the time. But unfortunately, the hacker then took it upon himself to create a number. Well, I think we've seen 3 now of completely spurious emails, normally 2-liners, very sort of inflammatory, talking about chemical weapons, Syria, Qatar, Saudi, Washington. Very simplistic in their format, because I can't imagine anyone, if they were in that sort of world, would have 2-liners with such sort of combination of words leading to an obvious sort of conclusion of gosh, what on earth is this all about? So, I mean, they were completely spurious, and our company is not involved in the defence world at all. We do commercial risk management for oil and gas companies in areas around the world. So, yeah, I can confirm those emails are completely spurious.
The computer files have also come to the attention of the prominent U.S. blog site Infowars.com, which is run by Alex Jones, the radio show host who recently appeared on Piers Morgan's CNN television show. On that occasion, he repeated claims that he believes the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center couldn't have happened without some level of official collusion. For its part, Britam says it can prove that the email about Syria is a fake, because it says 2 of the emails that are claimed to have been hacked from the server have the same unique message ID. They say that shows that copying and pasting of email data has taken place. The company says it's reported the hacking attack to UK police. Rick Ferguson is a director of security research at cybersecurity firm Trend Micro. He says that in theory, an email server would issue different ID numbers to different emails.
It's true that email IDs are unique, they are sequential, and if they're generated by the same server, then no 2 emails should have the same ID. That's absolutely true. And if they're both originated by the same server and have the same email ID, it would prove that one of them is not legit.
But Ferguson says proving forgery can be a complex task.
In order for it to be categorical proof, they will have to make source files publicly available for the communications in question that can be forensically dated and prove that they haven't been tampered with since that date. That's going to be a complex proposition for them. Rick
Ferguson says that even fake reports of a hacking incident can be damaging to a company.
There are a lot of claims that get published by a bunch of different people, particularly on Twitter, as I said, that turn out not to have any substance behind them. Obviously, there are a lot that do as well.
Britam, the company at the heart of the furore, says it's a risk management company and not a private military company. According to its company website, Britam is a broad-ranging risk management and training consultancy providing corporate security services, police and military training, and health and safety. The management team has a background in UK Special Forces. The chief executive again.
There is this sort of confusion between our market, which is a commercial private security market, and what is deemed as private military companies, which we're not. And private military companies are like Blackwater, where a state, in that circumstance, US, contract out functions to a civilian private military company. That's completely different from what we do, which is, as I say, the commercial sector. And it's often confused. We and our clients do not want to be described as private military companies. We're not. We're doing just very legitimate risk assessment and mitigation. So workers can work in as risk-free environment as possible in areas of the world which are not inherently risk-free.
There have been widely reported fears that President Assad's forces could employ chemical weapons as a last resort in Syria's civil war. Israel has warned that such weaponry could fall into the hands of jihadist groups intent on attacking it. For its part, Moscow has voiced skepticism over what it described as alarmist reports. Meanwhile, President Barack Obama has said that the U.S. will not tolerate the use of chemical weapons inside Syria. In December, the American president warned that if there was evidence of chemical weapons being used, he would consider it a red line for action.